Tesla's full self-driving can change lanes, make turns, navigate city streets, and even handle complicated intersections almost entirely on its own. But here's the question, is it actually safe? And the answer is a little more complicated than you might think. First, let's clear up one major misconception. Despite the name, Tesla's full self-driving, or FSD, is not actually fully autonomous. Tesla itself says FSD is an advanced driver assistance system and that the driver must remain fully attentive and ready to take over at all times. So, yes, the car can do a lot of the driving, but you're still responsible for the car. And that's where things get interesting. Tesla's own safety data makes a pretty strong argument for FSD. Tesla says vehicles using FSD supervised experience substantially fewer collisions than Tesla vehicles being driven manually. Its current report compares FSD-equipped driving against manually driven Tesla vehicles with and without active safety features. Tesla even reports that FSD supervised has 7 times fewer major and minor collisions compared with its manual driving comparison. That sounds impressive, and it absolutely shouldn't be ignored. But there's an important catch. Those are Tesla's own measurements. Tesla collects enormous amounts of vehicle telemetry, which gives it a massive amount of real-world driving data. But the company also acknowledges that its comparisons involve assumptions and limitations when comparing its data with broader US crash data. And there's another thing we have to consider. What happens when the system gets something wrong? In March 2026, NHTSA opened an engineering analysis involving Tesla FSD and reduced roadway visibility. The investigation covers an estimated 3.2 million Tesla vehicles equipped with FSD. NHTSA is examining whether FSD's system can properly detect when visibility is degraded and warn the driver with enough time to react. NHTSA identified 9 incidents in its investigation, including crashes, injuries, and 1 fatality. The agency said some of the crashes involved conditions such as glare or airborne obscurance that impaired camera visibility. And this is important. An investigation does not mean NHTSA has determined that FSD is unsafe. It means the agency is investigating whether there's a safety defect. That's a big distinction. So now we have 2 things happening at the same time. On one side, Tesla's real-world data suggests FSD can reduce collision rates compared with manual driving. On the other, federal regulators are still investigating situations where the system may fail to properly recognize degraded visibility or give the driver enough warning. And honestly, I think the biggest safety issue isn't necessarily whether FSD can drive well, it's how much the driver trusts it. Think about it. If your Tesla drives perfectly for 30 minutes, then 60 minutes, then 2 hours, you naturally start becoming more comfortable. And that's exactly when you can become less prepared to take control. Tesla actually warns drivers not to become complacent and says FSD requires active supervision. That's the difference between a driver assistance system and a truly autonomous vehicle. A system can be incredibly capable and still make a mistake that a human driver needs to catch immediately. So, is Tesla FSD safe? I wouldn't call it unsafe, and I wouldn't call it fully autonomous either. The evidence shows that it can perform some driving tasks remarkably well, and Tesla's data indicates lower collision rates when FSD supervised is engaged. But the system still has limitations. Federal regulators are investigating specific safety concerns, and you are still the driver. So if you use FSD, don't treat it like a chauffeur. Treat it like a very advanced assistant. Keep your eyes on the road, stay ready to take over, and never assume that because the car handled the last 20 situations perfectly, it will handle the next one perfectly. Because when it comes to driving, you don't get to choose which mistake is the one that matters. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe to Driver Seat TV for more car content.